the blossoms, right? Are they blossoms? I think they're blossoms. Or this is where, what happens in this, what time of year do we see, what insects do we see?
Bees.
Bees. And do we know what the bees do?
They hunt nectar.
The nectar, right? They take the nectar and it starts with the P. Pollination. That's another way that plants grow and spread, right? From the bees. I have this. Can anyone tell me what this is?
Leaf.
A leaf. And what do we turn and talk with your partner and tell me a couple of things you noticed about the leaf. I'm going to pass it around. You can turn and talk and just give me a couple of things you noticed about the leaf with your partner.
There's like the veins in it.
Sharp edges. Almost like teeth marks.
Yeah. It doesn't. It looks like it's connected, not tree.
Almost looks dried out.
You good? So what are some things we thought of and came up with when we looked at our leaf? It was.
It has teeth marks.
It has teeth marks. That's very interesting. It was pointy. What did we notice about anything we noticed about the inside, or if we can look at the back side of the leaf? They're veins.
The veins, yeah.
The veins, and they bring the water to the leaf. So you also, if you want to pass this around, you guys can have a closer look. While you're holding that, Louis, can you tell me some things you noticed about maybe about the color or about what is in the bottom of where the flowers are growing from?
It has soil.
Soil, that's
bottom.
right. Soil.
It's pink and these things are orange.
They're orange. Very good.
It's the flowers that goes the fades from the green.
Some of them are open.
Some of them are open. Some of them are closed. Do you know what kind of plant that is? Does anyone know? It's tulip. And can someone tell me? They're very interesting tulips. What do tulips do every day? It gets dark outside. It becomes nighttime. Tulips do something, and then in the morning they do something else.
They close.
They open and close. And why do they do that? What comes out in the morning time?
The
Most
sun.
of the time, the sun. The sun comes out and the tulips open. Okay, that's very good. I have for you guys a picture, and we're going to label our picture, and some things that we can't see in our plants and our flowers and our tulips today, we see them when their plants are in the ground, and they are roots, right? And roots, what do the roots do? Does anyone know what the roots do?
They feed the plant.
They feed the plant. Where are they feeding it? Water, right?
The soil.
The soil and the water goes up the roots and into our plant. Okay, so I want you guys, I'm going to pass these out, okay? And you're going to label the parts, and you can color the parts of your plant, okay? And then we're going to come back together, and we're going to figure out what we label. So what would we say that this was? What do we call this? The petal. And what about this?
Stem.
The stem. And the stem does what? What does the stem do? It holds up our plant, right? Keeps it strong. And these are our roots. Okay, and also, oh, we go over the leaf, right? The leaf. What I want you to do on your picture, I want you to draw some of the things that we need, that the plant needs, that's not on the picture, but draw in where they are and what they look like, the things that help our plants survive, the things that our plants need to grow. What would they be? What would they look like? And next to it, if you can write one word, what it is, and one word, if you can, in 1 or 2 words or a couple of words, how many you need, explaining why we need that, what it does. I'll do it if you guys tell me. Ready? Okay, so can someone tell me what's the one thing that they labeled? What's missing on my picture? What do I need to help my plant grow? Rain. I need rain. All right, so I'm going to draw in some rain. And we said rain gives it water, right? Water. Do humans need water to grow? That's right. And what's another thing that they need? They need rain, but they also need sunlight. That's right. Do humans need sunlight to grow? Do humans need sun to grow? Yeah, sort of, kind of, right? It makes us, what is it, vitamin D?
D, yeah.
Vitamin D. We need some vitamin D. When's the best time to get sun? In New York, anyway.
Summer.
Summer, right? Summertime. And what's one more thing? We said one more thing. Soil. And where does the soil go? Right down here? Okay, good. I'm going to write in my soil. Soil. Okay, boys and girls, you guys did an excellent job. Now, I have one more question for you. This one is, do we know what plants, now little plants as well as big plants, what's one big plant? Really big. It could be anything. What is it? What is the biggest? A tree. What do trees, do we know what trees do for us? Do you know what trees do? They give us oxygen, right? So is that important? Why is oxygen important? Why do we need it?
To breathe.
Need it to breathe, right? We need oxygen to breathe. So I have one question for you guys. What would happen, and you guys can turn and talk to your partners, and you can jot it down. You don't have to jot it down if you can think about it. What would happen if there was no plants? What would happen if there was no plants?